after an agreement has been reached. Implementation is always the thing in this country. And it seems as though this Naira for crude deal is no exception. Well, that's a headline you would find on the Punch this morning. If you also go to the Vanguard newspaper, there are a few headlines there that could interest you, and I'll take the lead one here. It says minimum wage disquiet as federal government makes selective payment, and that's a problem because now, if this is true, what it creates is some people would say, "Oh, government is paying the new one." Meanwhile, you're not really paying. Naira appreciates to 1,685 naira in parallel market to $1. We'll take a commercial now. When we come back, more headlines.
The show continues. Nigeria Info.
All right, 6 is what the time is. Good morning. Quickly now, let's go back to a few more headlines on the Vanguard. My name is Ifeami Andrew, by the way. This one says here, Niger boat mishap, 70 bodies recovered, Niwa. It was really sad. Watched the video online of the overloaded boat. And it was just only a matter of time that accident was going to happen, because if you see the video and how people were stuck up, I mean, I don't know how to describe it. It's so sad and painful, but this is where we are. It's really painful and really sad. PDP, APC protest, Rivers local government elections. Falana denies Bobrisky's bribery allegations. All of these are headlines on the Vanguard. 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0003 and 0817-923-0007. So those are the numbers to call. We'll take a very short commercial again. When we come back, we'll open the phone lines, take your calls. And on Facebook, it is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. So if you haven't joined the conversation on Facebook, now would be a perfect time for you to do that. All right? Okay. Take a commercial now.
Democracy is the freedom of speech.
Conversation still here on the newspaper review segment of the Morning Crossfire. On Facebook, Vincent from Alakaya says the boat mishap is definitely the fault of the occupants when you consider how ordinary citizens in that part in this country behave. Remember, consistent story of how the crime on telecom masts, last provocation gatherings and blah blah blah. It's not a thing about people in which area behave. It's a problem. We've had boat mishaps here now. Over a lot of people that overload vehicles here and put overload. You would see somebody using a small taxi or keke to carry something that ordinarily you would have, hired a truck to carry. And then if an accident follows afterwards, you think, what? You say it's mistake, error, bad. What would you blame it on? It's just sad. We've seen this happen, especially when boat accidents of this nature happen. It's usually because you have a lot of people overloading a boat, and it's sad. Alaris Peef says the activities of the police at Rishiak office yesterday was very embarrassing. I mean, I was watching the video of the governor early this morning because he spoke about the situation, and you could see the anger in his voice and the disdain. He felt really. But we'll wait and see. I'm sure the police would have something to say on their own part about what had happened. Police invading Rishiak office is highly unacceptable. The only thing that can stop the election tomorrow is rapture. As of human efforts equals to zero. Obioma Noble. JFED says the Governor should stand tall and defend the mandate of the Supreme Court. Thank God Ability says the establishment of South Development Commission will be a duplication of agency. Those planning to cause trouble in tomorrow's local government election should have a rethink. Ogo Ojene Justice says the governor has left his political enemies frustrated, devastated, confused, and paralyzed with the public holidays. Raymond says, I keep saying it, the judiciary or the court is the problem we have, not just in Rivers State but in Nigeria. Fidelis Elemowa, whatever been the case, election will hold tomorrow. Or Kudili says, Governor Falls nocturnal attack at RISEC office. Why is it that every election in Rivers State is war? Skifu Period says electricity may drop as generation improves. Power Minister, the minister is not even sure in his statement. Maybe it's not guaranteed. They should fix our refinery. Anunobi says protest by supporters of FCT minister. Did any other protester come to block them while they were protesting? No, but they protested against protesters in the last administration. Police attempted to scale RISEC fence, hijack electoral materials. Shame on these politicians and those police officers. Well, like I said, the police have not confirmed if they are the ones. They would definitely put out a statement. But from the position of the governor, if you had listened to him, he was very certain. In fact, he made mention of the IGP and said a few words and expressed his displeasure with the IGP and his behavior, and even questioned the relationship of the IGP with some individuals, he called it, and says it looks as though this is going beyond professional, whatever this relationship is. And even went on to say, if it means that this IGP that would have to shoot me, then let it be a record that this IGP during his time, they shot the governor. Well, Justice Story says Rivers people are currently at the office of RISEC in Port Harcourt protesting in support of October 5 local government election. They say Rivers people are ready for poll. Godwin Agwanwo on Facebook concerning this matter that the Vigilance Security Officers caught the rogue policemen. This is a welcome development, and those rogue policemen there should be severely dealt with. Thank God Ability says train don't move, nobody can stop it. All right, keep your messages coming in. I'll take as much as I can on Facebook. There's usually a lot. You guys are amazing. If you haven't clicked on the share button on Facebook, please do so. Very important. Yes. Don't just subscribe and watch and drop your comments. Also click on the share button so we can get as many as possible to be updated on the happenings in the state every time we have the show. All right. Okay, that said, let me quickly get onto the phone lines and take a few calls. 0817-923-0007 and 0817-923-0003. Any of these numbers. We start with JJ from Rumi. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
All right, go on, JJ.
First and foremost, I must commend our governor, and I must tell you that yours truly was part of those that were the attack on that RISEC office this morning. It's not funny at all. There was order or whatever they said. Oh, you said you are not participating in the election. Andrew, is it possible that they meet that you forbid you use your teeth to divide it? You are not participating in the election, fine. Then what is the need of going to barricade those who are interested in the election? Why are we like this, for goodness sake? All the how many states, about 27 states, were operating caretaker in their local government. Our Supreme Court has given judgment. You are not saying no. You were the one. Go and check very well. According to, I think, the Nation newspaper, on the 9th of January, Tony Okocha led other IPAC members to RISEC office. Inspector Martin came out, granted interview that they are saying that the RISEC is prepared for election after January this year. So what has gone wrong that suddenly you don't know that RISEC want to conduct election, that all these things are happening? And people that are not even up to one spoon are the ones that came out yesterday. They pray that the real Rivers people shouldn't come out because now they're not going to fit to. So as far as I'm concerned, the election not to stop it. I tell you the truth, nothing will stop the election. And those who are envisaging violence.
All right, JJ, thank you. Let's go to Buguma. Isaiah is on the line. Isaiah, good morning.
Andrew, good morning.
Yes, good morning,
Andrew,
Isaiah.
Please, I am begging the president of this country to begin to think back and know that once upon a time, in the era of Obasanjo, he suffered something like the oppression like this, and Nigeria stood behind it. The way all Nigerians today are calling from the nook and cranny of the nation and is condemning what is happening here in Rivers State. And the worst of it, why the president needs to intervene and make sure that democracy is stable here is because this is the treasure base. If you not destabilize the treasure base to which you are taking treasures to manage the economy, you remember that was the reason why the late years were listening to the amnesty deal and called for a peace roundabout that led to the peaceful existence of his government. But God, in his all-knowing, knows why the man never lived. If not, I don't think we will be having Nigerians today. The Nigeria we have today is not a dream that by this time we'll be having. So I want to call the president to come down to Rivers State, because what is happening, it is like you are pushing the governor to the wall. And in life, when you push a man to the wall, he can break through, but he cannot fall to the ground.
All right, thank you very much, Isaiah. Let's go to Robin in Echie quickly. Robin, good morning.
Good morning, Femi Andrew.
Yeah.
Happy weekend.
Welcome, Robin. Go ahead.
Yes, the speech credited to Professor Sofori Peterside. You had him very clear, and that is what I have been saying. That the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria is the one causing this problem in Rivers State, not FCT minister. When the bird is dancing on the road, there's a drum in the bush. And I've been saying that the elders of Rivers State, in spite of any political divide, the clergy that are keeping quiet, why are they keeping quiet? If Rivers State is in turmoil, their congregants will not be able to go to church to worship. And they are all keeping quiet, watching His Excellency Governor Sim Fubara to be shouting to high heavens, because he said it's a matter of Oga and boy. And I said it's not a matter of Oga and boy. I've been shouting. When a father and son take their fight to the playground, it's a community fight, because some will fight on the side of the father, some will fight on the side of the son. Why are they keeping quiet? If they cannot go to Abuja to meet the president, they should converge in a particular place and continue to give international press conference on daily basis. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is the one who wants to cause anarchy in Rivers State, not Nyesom Wike and his people. They should stop keeping quiet. Good morning, Robin.
All right, Robin, thank you. Chima Rumokuta, good morning to you.
Good morning. The problem in Rivers State, I don't know. In every organization, there are rules of engagement. In Rivers State, are we in Banana Republic, where there is no rule of law again? Yes, the Supreme Court has said that there should be a local government election. Is that not modus should be conducted? Are you going to conduct it illegally? A child must go to school and the child must have an examination. Is the exam going to come illegally? Why is the governor of Rivers State not considering the life of people of Rivers State, the children of Rivers State? How can you conduct an election that you know that will end in academic exercise? People are calling the president of Nigeria. Did he not intervene in this matter before? Did the governor adhere to his judgment? When he went, the governor was the one that went to him. And he said, these are this. So things will be okay between you and your fathers, you claim. You came here and you refused to obey it. Rather, you took a Joe agenda. So please, tell the governor that he should suspend this election and let things happen according to.
All right, Chima, thank you very much. But then, please, to be corrected, the governor did not take any Joe agenda. So don't make out what was not said by the government or the governor. Mufasa from NTA Road, good morning. Okay, 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0002. Those are all numbers to call to join the conversation on Facebook. Gosoka says, is there any court judgment stopping conduct of elections in Rivers State? I think that's also something the governor said in that video this morning. He says, well, okay, let's assume that we even want to agree with the court rulings and the rest that came. None of them said elections should not be conducted, as according to him. One says, stop, don't give materials, don't give this, don't give that, don't provide security, don't. That's what it means. So technically, if you are following it, then you would sit and let them conduct the elections anyhow they want. And if you think that the elections were conducted in a shady way, then the next ideal thing to do is to go to court, pointing out those orders and the things that were done inappropriately. But according to this governor, why then do you want to stop it from happening when no order at all says elections should not be conducted? So, Gosoka, I think that's me paraphrasing what the governor said. I hope he answers you. Marvelous Light says PDP would be the greatest loser for not participating in the election. PDP and APC, Wike supports are not judiciary. Are not the judiciary to enforce law. Judiciary has their way to enforce the law. It's not the job of the judiciary to enforce law, shall. That's why you have the police. Okay. PDP is the greatest. Okay, I missed that one. Gifted Umo says, I hope the governor knows how he came into power through the back door. He should be aware of himself. 2027 might not favor him. Gift Umo, but I don't know if you what you meant, but we didn't say back door because he went through an election and was voted for. All right. He followed all the processes that should bring about a governor from party till the general election. Good news. Imar 3, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother Manifiu.
You're welcome. Go on.
Thank you very much. This news this morning concerning the police, I am going to be ashamed of the police myself. A situation where the police who want to do the right thing are the ones coming in the night like thieves when they have not broken to take away material as said by the governor, because I will not say the governor is alleging. I will not say alleging because that is the chief security of the state. Who even know the security no better than the police who are doing the job. I think what is not good is not good. They ought to be the ones protecting the law. Is the Federal High Court bigger than the Supreme Court? Is the matter they are looking onto a federal matter or a state matter? Why did they transfer a CPG when it was distributing policemen? And they brought on that one, and the assistant policeman is doing what he wants to do. I want to thank God for the governor. This morning, I believe the supporters of the governor will march down to research to follow and try and protect the environment. If it is possible, I will ask that the research chairman should move all those materials to government house. My name is Good News from Port Harcourt.
Good news. Thank you very much. Let's get on to Temple in Echie. Good morning, Temple.
Good morning, the very distinguished evening.
All right, go ahead.
Looking at the people that protested yesterday, the very distinguished evening, you agree with me, these are the same persons who we are calling, shouting on top of their voice, calling my governor, your governor, our governor, for him to conduct a local government election. And my governor, who thought it wise, did the needful. The same person is calling back again that the local government election shouldn't hold. I want to appeal to them to please, as a matter of urgency, and for the sake of Rivers people and the development of Rivers State, for them to remove their hands inside the pot of soup, because it's gradually turning into a human hand. Because for me, their plans for the federal government to seize Rivers State allocation as far as the AGA is concerned will not work. Because I can't even get it. On what basis, on what ground? They are not contesting, they are not participating. Why are you stopping a process that they are not part of? I mean, I'm not even calling Mr. President to intervene because there is no need for him to intervene. But one thing I want to tell Mr. President this morning, wherever he is, whether in Gabon or in Panya or in UK, please, as a matter of urgency, with immediate alacrity, to remove his hand. You should remove his hand within
right, let's go to Umudioga. Justice is on the line. Good morning, Justice.
My friend Andrew, good morning.
Go on, Justice.
Yes, I'm bringing you greetings from Umudioga.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew, as a Rivers person, I am very concerned and worried about the political situation here in Rivers State. The state is becoming politically intense, so that it is worrying most of us that love this state. A good number of states in this country have conducted local government elections and went on smoothly. Why is Rivers State phone becoming a national issue? Why is Rivers State phone becoming one that we are going to call it? We are calling on the president to intervene, protest and counter-protest. As a Rivers person, I am very worried. Okay, early this morning, the governor Ford attacked by suspected police personnel at the research office. Why? The police is saddled with the responsibility of protecting Rivers people. Okay, Andrew, if the court say something against Oxford, is that why the police will not perform their primary responsibility of protecting Rivers people or protecting lives and property? Why? Okay, those saying elections should not hold. Don't they want the state local government to get their monthly allocation? Because from what I heard, after October, no more allocation to local government without elected executives. And we have workers, we have civil servants at local government level. How are they going to be paid? Let's not check this now. If you ask me, I am on the side of the state governor.
All right, Justice. Thank you. Let's just take one more. Mufasa from NTA Road, and then we'll go on the commercial. Mufasa.
Yeah, thank you very much, Andrew. Andrew, I want to say that it is really unfortunate and pathetic that this same police, that the people and government of Rivers State just bought vehicles for to serve the people, will turn back and want to fight the people and government of the state. I said today that indeed Governor Sim Fubara has proven to Rivers people once again that he is a true leader. Because I see no reason why anybody that would want to cause problem in this state will be allowed to do so. The question the governor asked, and I've been asking, is there any court order that bars Rivers from conducting the elections tomorrow? The answer is an emphatic no. So please, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, prevail on the Inspector General of Police to allow Rivers State to conduct and run their affairs in peace. Rivers State is not different from every other state that has conducted their local government elections. Please,
all right,
President
Mufasa,
Bola Ahmed Tinubu,
thank you.
The police should be professional in their doing.
All right, thank you, Mufasa. And this is just coming in. The Rivers State Police Command has now said that it will not take part in the local government election slated for tomorrow. This was in a document signed by the force, and the public relations officer of the command in the statement noted that following the restrained order from the Federal High Court in Abuja, preventing, that's on the 19th of July, preventing the police and other security agencies from providing security for the local government election, the command will not participate in the exercise. According to the statement, also on the 30th of September 2024, the Federal High Court in Abuja delivered a judgment that again prohibited the Nigerian police and other security agencies from participating in the local government election. Irenge Koko stated that given these circumstances, she says, given these circumstances, the police has been advised by the Force Legal Department that ruling from the Federal High Court on September 30 takes precedence. Explained that an opposition party had earlier protested, calling for adherence to the court orders and expressing their determination to prevent any disregard for the law. So, according to this, we'll take a commercial now, but I'm sure you got the gist. Stay with us.
Stay with us.
Nigeria Info
will be